set. Now then, we've got a whole bundle for you here. Reusable masking sheets, high-tack sheets, low-tack tape and foam pads. Yes, they are your everyday essentials. Now, of course, we are part of the big save. This is going to continue on until the new year. And also, we've got another little event running as well. If you put in Christmas 19 as a code, if you're spending £30 or more, you will get 10% off. Not 10%, you'll get £10 off your order. And I can tell you a little sneaky thing I'm going to do here, because if you're ordering, let's say, just over £60, do it in 2 orders. You can get £10 off one order, £10 off the other order. It's unlimited, but you do need to do that in separate orders. Now, for this whole bundle here, £48, and how much was it? It's disappeared. We've got FlexiBuy for you. 2 payments, £24.48. Yes, there you go. £48.95 is the price. You're saving £30 here. Let's have a look through everything. It really is an essential kit. So we have got our reusable masking sheets. So are these the masking sheets? I presume they are. So, of course, now I've got absolutely no nails left, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to peel this. I'm worn down to the bone. I can't get that off. Let me bring it out here so I can see. Yes, you know, I've been busy, so... oh, look, I've got absolutely no nails left. They've just gone. I can't get anything off here. I don't bite them, honest. Oh, I can't even peel that. We'll sort that out. I'll get Matt to do that because he's better than me. But we have got... How many of these have we got? The masking sheets. Does it say? We've got 30 masking sheets for you, which are going to be brilliant because obviously you can mask off areas if you're stamping. You can mask off areas and overstamp, do all those wonderful things with them. Use them as stencils. Lots of uses for those. We've also got your high-tack sheets as well. Do you know, we've got 20 of these as well. Now, are these the masking sheets and they're the high-tack sheets? I think they are. 20 of these. Then we have our low-tack tape, which is the purple tape here, which is, of course, fabulous for using with your dies, to hold your dies in place. An awful lot of that. Do you know, it's one of those things, this is a great time to stock up, actually, because we always tell you to tape your dies down, but very rarely do we see the low-tack tape on a show. So this is your chance to really, really stock up on that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you've got 10 of those. Then we have the foam pads as well. And we are getting, let's just double check with those. There is a lot of these. Are there different thicknesses, these? Are they all the same? Let's have a look. We've got 1mm, 2mm and 3mm in depth. You get 4 of each. They're all the smaller square, but it's the depth that varies. Oh, can't see that very well, can we? Let's just... Oh, you can see it there, look. That looks a lot better. So you can see your different heights there. Of course, you can double those up as well if you want even thicker foam pads. And then we also get... Do we get this as well? We get this craft mat as well. It's a non-stick. It's 30 by 30, so it's a foot square. So you can use that, of course, for your crafting needs. You know, you can use that as a little bit of a palette when you're inking as well, so your foam pads, you know, will just glide across there as well. We do use them for putting our mediums on as well. Very, very, very useful. I'm just going to clear up about these because one is high-tack and one is a masking sheet. So the brown one is your masking sheet, which is actually very easy to peel. So you could actually die cut that out and then mask over areas. Of course, your stamping as well, cut out your stamps and then mask over the top. Really, really useful indeed. Got an awful lot of that for you in this bundle. And this is your high tack. This is why I can't get it. It's so high tack, I can't even peel it off the backing. No, you will be able to get it off. You will be able to get that off. Really, really useful indeed for all your crafting needs. So what a great bundle. £48.95. You're saving £30 on this. It's brand new today. 536724. Fabulous, that. I really like that a lot. Now, we've also got some ultra clear tape for you, and I can see we've got different widths here as well. 16 rolls in total here. Now, great to stock up on these as well. You're saving £10 here. £19.98 is the price. You're getting a 3mm in there. You're getting a 6mm in there. And you're also getting a 12mm in there. And you're getting the 25mm. So, a really, really chunky one. So, obviously, you recognise the tape, I'm sure. If it's got the red liner on it, then it's a very, very strong tape indeed. So great for your construction if you're making your gift boxes, but also use it for things like down the edges of your cards. You can put glitter on there, it will hold the glitter in place, you get a glitter band. Your foils, your gilding foils, they look fabulous onto this as well. So there are many different uses for it. It's not just for sticking. What a great bundle there. Oh dear, that frog's back already. 1998 315054 is the item number. Great time to stock up on that with those different widths. Now we've got more foam pads for you here, but we've got circles. Now I like these, and I'll tell you why I like these. Are they all the same? I think they are, because you get different. Do you know, you can see these better if I leave them laid down, can't we? There you go. You've got different sizes on each sheet. Now, you know, it's really annoying, isn't it? If you're doing some decoupage and you cut out those little tiny pieces and then you haven't got foam pads that fit, and then you have to try and cut into your foam pads with your scissors, and your scissors get all gunged up. Well, look how small some of these are. Really, really useful for those tiny little bits. And then, of course, you've got the larger ones as well. But just because these are pre-cut circles for you, don't think that the rest of the backing sheet is waste. You're going to be able to cut into every single bit of that. So cut in between and then use that as foam pads as well, and for sticking and mounting as well. There is no need to waste a single millimetre of that at all. £10.99 is going to get you 10 sheets, 2 millimetres in depth, and as I say then, as you can see, you've got those different diameters of circles there. Very, very handy to have those. 423271. Now, we've done the adhesives. Let's have a look what else we've got. We've got some stamps for you here, and these are from Polka Doodles. Now, I remember Lou Sims bringing these. These are absolutely gorgeous. We've got the Floral Fireworks for you. These were very popular, so if you missed out beforehand or you've not seen these before, you might like to pop these into your basket now. Now, we've got Floral Fireworks #1 first. You've got 14 stamps on here in total. You know the style of Nikki Hall, you know, from Polka Doodles. Let me just turn the packaging around in a second when we've looked at these, so you can really get some inspiration. Now, I love watching Nikki and Lou because you can build up all sorts of wonderful designs. You know, just build your own scenes with these. These are really funky, aren't they? They're really, really quirky. Love these a lot. Take inspiration for the colours from the packaging, but of course you can colour any way you want with any mediums that you want. What a lovely set that is. And the price is just £10.99. You're saving £5 today. Item number 562427. Now that's #1, but we've also got for you Floral Fireworks #2. So there you go. These will go absolutely hand in hand, but will work individually as well. Maybe you went for #1 before, you missed out on #2, or vice versa. Here's your chance to get the other one. Or again, if you haven't seen these before, then this is a great opportunity to get them. I would, if I could afford to do it, go for 1 and 2, because you're saving £5 on each, so you'd save £10 overall. And if you can afford to pop some of these in as well, take that basket up to over £30 and make sure you put the code Christmas19 in, all capital letters for Christmas, and you'll get an extra £10 off as well. So great opportunity to save. 449049 for this one. This is #2. As I say, they're a lovely £5 saving for you on that particular set. But we have got more because we're staying with Polka Doodles. These are nice. I like these a lot. We've got 3 sets all in one bundle for you here. Now we've got Wild Garden, we've got Fly With Me, and Adorable Florable. Oh, I like that name. Adorable Florable. Isn't that lovely? These are lovely. Now, I'm going to show you the other side of the packaging as well, but what I like about this as well, you've got that overlay that has some colour in there. So once again, if you're stuck for ideas or you're not sure how to colour these in, then of course the inspiration is already there for you. All of these, you're getting every one. You don't have to choose. You're going to get the whole set for just £19.97. You're saving £4 on these. Oh, look at that butterfly. This is my sort of style. I love these. I really do like these a lot. 405765 is the item number for these. Do take advantage of the savings today. Maybe now you've opened your Christmas presents, you see, how many of you have got some money to spend? Who wants to stock up on their new crafty items during today? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? We've got more for you though, so hang on for a moment. We've got some more flowers, but very different designs here. Again, with Polka Doodles. This is gorgeous. 6 stamps in total. We've got the flower collage here. I'll show you the other side of the packaging in a second once you've had a good look at the size of the stamps themselves. Lovely, you've got that script in the background there as well. These are going to be great for your mixed media, your journaling, your card making, your home decor, all those needs. Love this. Anything with text in, I absolutely adore. There's your inspiration there as well. Isn't that gorgeous? Just that one at the top there on a card with maybe a little sentiment on there would be enough, wouldn't it? But of course you can build those flowers up, you can overlay as well, maybe a little bit of decoupage. If you're going for the foam pads in the bundles, you're going to have plenty of foam pads to decoupage there. Lovely set, this one, £10.99, brand new today, item number 872824. I like that a lot, I really love that. Now another one, similar sort of theme going on here, but a completely different stamp set. This is lovely as well. Another one at £10.99. Now there's 4 stamps in total in this one. You've got the larger one there, but you can break that down. You don't have to use the whole of it. And then you've got the little elements in there as well. Oh, I love the little bubbles, so to speak. Well, there could be bubbles, or there could just be circles or splats, or could be whatever you want it to be. Isn't that fabulous? I just love that. You could go with your sprays, your spritzers, just ink and just spritz over the top, or you could go with your watercolours or your pens. You could colour with just your inks. There's so many ways of working with it. Love it. £10.99, item number 005699, and that is Wings and Things. You're getting the 4 stamps in that one set. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now, moving along from stamps to dies, and we're staying with polka doodles. These are nice. Oh, we're going to bring the graphics in a second, but there you can see the actual dies, and I'm going to show you the inspiration on the front of the packaging as well. £10.98 is the price. Item number 735966. Are we getting both of these? Are these separate numbers? I'm just checking with our producer because we've got no graphics at the moment. Right, let's just turn that round. Now, I'm not sure. We're just trying to find out whether these are 1 set or 2 sets. I'm imagining it could only be the one because at that price. Oh, you're getting both. No way. For how much? £10 and £10.98. Wow. That is a great buy, saving £7 in total. Just getting the information fed to me now. The graphics helpful we'll get back, but yeah, there you go. Can confirm that you're going to get both of these, both of them. They're fabulous, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. If you're going for your stamps and you want your dies as well, all from Polka Doodles, then this is a great time to pop these into your basket at the same time. Love that. We have more dies for you as well. Still staying with Polka Doodles. We've got some lovely items from Polka Doodles. We've got here, this is another pair. Delicate Daisy Border and the Daisy Cluster there. £10.98 for these as well. Saving £10 on these. Very useful. Love that because you can lay those daisies up. You can use them separately, so you've got the advantage of going with your bigger flowers, your little flowers, your filler flowers. That's one of those die sets that I would use over and over and over again because I love my filler flowers. And the style of it obviously goes with the stamps and everything from Polka Doodles as well because they are designed by Nikki. Like that as well. That would look lovely around a jar or a candle perhaps as well if you wanted to decorate up, or just down the side of a card. Beautiful. Love these. These go really well together, don't they? Just for £10.98. Almost, not quite, but almost a half price saving on this one. 695094. Then we've done the stamps, we've done the dies. We need some stencils as well, don't we? And we've got a pick and mix for you here. Now the pick and mix, there's only 3 of them, so this is going to perhaps make it a little bit harder for you. Because if you want them all, not sure what you're going to do here. Maybe you'll need to go for 2 sets and gift one of them. Now we've got the Tweet Branches, which is this one. We've got the Feathers and Wings, which is this one here, and the Creative Angel in the centre there. Now these are £11.98. It is a pick and mix, so any two there. Item number is 718066. Really nice. So 6 by 6. Let's just turn these around as well because there is a little bit of inspiration on the front. Look at the angel. You wouldn't think you'd be able to create what you can see on the front of the packaging when you first look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Absolutely gorgeous. She's so clever, Nikki, you know. Really like this. That's nice, isn't it? The birds on the branches, the tweet branches. That is really lovely. Of course, you could just pick out little areas of that, or you could extend on the design and do a big area as well. Well, we're at the end of the counter, but we do have a little bit of a video to show you. We've got some inspiration here coming up with Leonie.
Now, another thing that you're going to receive is your double-sided adhesive sheets. These are essential, absolute essential part of my crafty stash. I must admit, there's often I put these in a safe place, which is really, really annoying, because that safe place, I can't find them. Quite a few times that happens in my life. But what you can do with these, again, loads of techniques. First technique, I've actually already die cut this. So I've taken one of the wonderful polka doodle dies, which is just so detailed and beautiful. So taking that, because this is double-sided, it means, and I've literally just cut the sheet. I haven't put card on or paper on first. I have just cut the sheet. I'm going to take the back of the carrier off, nice and gently. Now, what I suggest you do, because it's detailed, pop it down. So pop the corner down, just fold that back and pop the corner down on your cardstock where you want it first of all. That's going to anchor it down for you. So then when you start peeling the back off, it's already in position, because obviously these are sticky. So at least that's in position, which will mean now that'll just fall onto the card like so. Now, that's beautiful, already on. So what I'm going to do next is move that out of your way. Just take this off. Now I'll cut my card down a little bit so you're not looking at all that excess card. Of course, I'm not creating finished pieces, obviously. That wouldn't be a good one, would it? So that won't be good. Taking off this. Now, this is what I love about your double-sided adhesive sheets. That adhesive is going to allow you to stick all sorts on. You might be using your, hold on, now where it hasn't stuck, can you see, as I'm lifting it off, don't just, before you peel the paper off, if it hasn't stuck, just rub it like that, and that'll stick the adhesive down. You can see, so it allows you to see exactly where, there you go, it allows you to see where it is before you actually peel it away. If there's bits again that haven't stuck, don't put your fingers in it, because that'll lift off the adhesive. So just use the back of that just to make sure that's all stuck down. Now, that sticky element, I can do all sorts with this. Maybe your foils. So have you got some gorgeous foils? If you have, now I'm just going to do little bits of foiling. Have a look at this. I don't want to cover it, because I also want to put some glitter on. But you could absolutely cover it in your foils if you wanted to. Let me just show, oops, daisy. See, if I pick that up, you'll be able to see the foil. Look at the foil. How cool is that? But then I'm finishing this off with glitter. So I'm not just using my foil. Bit of it's refusing to stick there. So I'm not just using my foil. I'm going to use my glitter as well. You could use anything. You know, it might be your embossing powders. It might be your gilding flakes, your foils, your beautiful glitters. You know, think of all your different wonderful embellishments. It might be mica powders that you're going to use onto this, and it's so easy, but it allows you, there we go, it allows you to die cut really intricate designs and then absolutely embellish. Doesn't that look fabulous? So that's one way of using. I'll put this to one side. Yeah, that's not going to go well at all. Put that to one side. I'll tidy that up in a little few moments. The other thing that you can use, I mean, this is one of those that I could carry on for ages. The other thing for your double-sided sheets, pop them onto acetate. Okay, now I won't do a full sheet of this, just again because of time, but pop your acetate onto here. Now, you could stamp onto the acetate and then cover the other side with, it could be anything, your gilding flakes, stuff like that looks marvellous. I'm popping the protective sheet over the top, which will allow me to cut this, okay? I can just about feel the acetate, so I'm cutting it down. So it means I'm not going to get my scissors all gluey and stuck up. Okay, now on this, you've got your acetate. So your acetate will allow whatever you put on the other side to show through. This is a completely clear, and you can see that's completely clear. So it's going to allow me to decorate. So I might want to put on glitters. So I'm using some of our fill. There we go. Let's use some of our fill's glitters, like so. Let's then use some of the coloured glitters, like this. I'll put a gorgeous green, that's really pretty. There we go. Just pop that on. And then what I'm going to do, I love doing this because you just get so many different effects. I'm then going to take my a sheet of rice paper. Okay, now your rice paper is interesting because you can create so many different looks again with your rice paper, but it'll allow you to get a lovely sort of texture to it. So allow that to be creased because the texture looks amazing. Got a little bit of an air bubble there, but I'm not too worried about that. The air bubble is when I was putting the acetate onto the glue sheet, and I can just cut that and it's absolutely fine. Okay, now the rice paper, excess rice paper, you can just rip off. Okay, now what I can do is start to decorate. My rice paper is obviously porous, so where that wouldn't have been porous, this now is. This is the wrong side. Doesn't look that exciting at the moment, but let's start adding colour. Now with your rice paper you can do all sorts. I'm actually going to use some liquid acrylics. Liquid acrylics are beautiful because they'll saturate the rice paper and they'll dry really, really nice. Now when you first put that on, that looks so intense, it looks so dark, but don't worry, I'm going to play with that in a second. So just taking my water spritzer and see how those colours start to move. Now I'm going to saturate this because it's absolutely fine because it is going to dry. I'm then going to take a paintbrush and start to move those gorgeous colours. Now what I love about this, when you actually flip this over and look at it from the other side, you'll get a completely different look, you know, and that's so exciting. Anything you trap in between the rice paper and the acetate, you'll see on the other side. So again, have a play with this technique. I've put just a few glitters, but you might be putting, it might be gilding flakes that you're putting in there. You know, you might have the beautiful sort of chalk finishes that you can get hold of. There's so many different really cool embellishments that you can use for this. So what you want to do, you'll let it dry. Now I've used this because it'll saturate that rice paper, which means you won't see the rice paper now, you'll just see the colour. You'll have to let it dry, and I will give now look at this. Let me just get a bit of white card. Look at that. Can you see how cool that looks? Now imagine if you stamp on there. If you stamp on the top of there, you'll be able to see that design. Because it is an acetate, sometimes you can sort of see through it. Like, I'm just going to catch that bit. Can you see underneath there as well? So because I've used the acetate and the rice paper, you can see underneath it. It gives you so much texture. You can see the beautiful glitter as well. Absolutely adore that. You can use other things. You can use like your glazes, glossy accents, use your varnishes as well for that technique, and it'll be different every single time. If you're using rice paper though, with there goes the glitter. We knew that'd happen. If you're using your double-sided sheets, and you'll have to bear with, sorry, I've used it already. Now this is quite a cool technique because with your rice paper, I love rice paper, but one of the things I really like to use are washi tapes. But what about making your own washi tapes? So take your double-sided adhesive sheet. I won't use the full, I've got one prepared, folks. Oh, see, I'm not used to not being organised. I forgot it was there. So take that off and then take your rice paper. Now, again, I love the texture, so I'm not going to try and put this on flat. It is dry, but I do not want it. Oh, I've got it quite flat in some places, but I know, but I don't want it completely flat, but it'll be fine. Now, this is creating essentially my own washi. So if I just cut the excess off, I'm just going to do that nice and quickly because we don't need that excess. There we go. Now, if I want to, so I can cut this. I'm going to cut it by hand. You can use your paper trim if you want it 100% straight and flat. Just shift that out of the way. Then get a piece of cardstock, which I've got there. So now I've got this wonderful piece of washi tape essentially. So if I peel off the back of this now, look, I have got, in fact, let me just do this for you. Bear with, folks. See, I'm only doing little ideas, but I've still managed to go off on a tangent. So if I take a stamp, okay, and I'm just going to, and again, this is part of the show. You will find this. It's one of the beautiful polka doodle stamps. I'm just going to ink that up. I love this stamp. Again, it's a really, really nice design. So just ink that up and just stamp this bit of card. I'm only going to use a little bit of card. Again, you'll be taking your time at home and doing all this properly, but hopefully it'll give you an idea. Now, just popping that there, and then, look, take that, and then with your washi tape. So, I could colour this. I could do all sorts with this, but because it is that washi, look, when you go over the top, it'll actually give you a different kind of texture. Now, I'm not sure how easy that will be to catch on, can you see that? So, you'll get, as with your washi tape, you see underneath it, but it gives you a really nice texture. Like if I wanted to, if I actually wanted to colour that, I could take my ink pad and just run over that with my ink pad. And that looks pretty already. Spritz it a little bit to move the ink, like so. It's on my double-sided adhesive sheet, so it means when I peel that off, I've still got my double-sided adhesive on there, so I can lay that down, and look how cool that looks. So you can make your own really cool washi tape that you'll be able to stamp over, that you'll be able to ink, that you'll be able to do so many things. And from one sheet of your double-sided adhesive, you can do so much that it is a real essential in your crafty stash. So that is all part of your one-day special.
There we are. Now that bundle is amazing, isn't it? Great value. If you break this down per individual item, of course, it works out at a real bargain. You're saving £30. Also, you're spending more than £30. That means if you put Christmas 19 code in when you check out, then you're going to get another £10 off as well. Make sure Christmas is all capital letters. 536724 is the item number. And while I'm here, actually, I'm just going to say, doesn't matter if you don't have nails. All you need to do is make sure you're not trying to peel from the edge. This is very cleverly designed. Now I can see, look, you've got that edge there, so you peel from there. No wonder I couldn't peel it off. I'm trying to do it right from the corner. Made myself look a little bit silly there, didn't I? But you can, of course, peel away to your heart's content. 536724 is the item number. That, as by the way, was the double-sided adhesive sheets that I was showing there. Now then, we did see Leonie working with the polka doodle stamps, which are fabulous, but I've got some more here as well. I'm not doing a proper demo, just going to stamp a little bit and just show you one or two of the designs. So this is a set of 3 we've got here. These are really, really nice. Adorable, florable. I'm using a stamp from here. It's kind of a daisy effect. So I'm just going to pop that into my stamping platform. Now then, very kindly, Karen from Pink Froggies here, and she's given me some of their super smooth cardstock to stamp on, which is just brilliant. Just brilliant. So I'm using the Picket Fence ink here, which is a hybrid ink, so you can use your alcohol pens, your watercolours with this as well. And I'm just going to stamp there. Now you can see I've just gone off the edge there, just so that one's just coming in from the edge. Let's have another one in the centre. We'll just go a little bit more into the card with the centre one. Stamp again there. Because I've got the stamping platform, it doesn't matter that I've just marked the card there, because I'm just going to go straight back down where it was. And then let's go with one more. I'm just using the same flower here actually. Let's come off the edge of the page again at this side. Just pop that there. I think we might go with one of the butterflies on here as well. So of course with your masking sheets that you've got in the one day especially that you've got in that big bundle there, you can mask off these areas and overstamp if you wanted these to overlap, but I'm just kind of using the stamps in individual places there just to show, just to build up a little design. Let's just pop that back on the sheet so I don't lose it. And then let's have a look what else we've got. In the same bundle, I do like the butterfly actually. Let's go with the butterfly. Let's just peel this off. I do like the fact that you do get that overlay with the colours on there, which is good inspiration for your colouring. But of course you've got pictures on the packaging as well. Where shall I go with the butterfly? I think I might have the butterfly just coming in from the edge of the page as well. I'm going to move that over a bit. Feels a bit mean cutting off its wing, but I just think, no. Shall I? No, yeah, it's flying in. Let's just have it coming off there a little bit. There we are. Oh, I'm thinking ahead now to spring and summer. Can't wait. Really can't wait. That's because I got a space hopper for Christmas and I want to be bouncing around the garden on it in the summer. There you go. Isn't that a lovely butterfly? I really like that. And then, of course, you can go with your inks. So let's just do a little bit of colouring. We're not going to do too much because it's not really a show where we're doing a lot of demoing. And we've got VT from Our Leone, of course, which you've just seen. Paula's coming up in a little while as well, which is really, really good. So I'm just using some alcohol pens here, just putting a little bit of colour in. This is what I love about polka doodles. I don't think you need to go right to the edge, and I don't think it matters if you go over the edge. The style of the stamps just makes it very nice to work with them. Let's have a little bit of colour into the centre as well. Let's just put a little bit of depth into the centre there. And one or two little strokes of red coming down the petals there. These stamps are great for building up your little scenes. There's no end to what you can do with them really. You could make hundreds of cards and they'd all look different because you've got so many elements within this set. Just going over again with the yellow there just to blend everything together. See how quick that was to colour? Very, very quick indeed. Let's do another one in the centre here. So again, I'm just doing quick strokes there just to add some colour into the petals. It's a lovely flower. I remember when Nikki was on the other day and she'd got those cone flowers with the dies. They're not cone flowers these, but they are similar. They are similar. I love polka doodles. I wonder when Nikki's back in herself. Not seen her for a while. Lou comes in, doesn't Lou's a great demonstrator. Love it when Lou comes in as well because she's very, very clever. I'm sure they'll be back in soon in the new year. Now, let's just have a bit of green on this one. Let's go with some green on the leaves just to bring a bit of colour in. I don't know, it's quite nice today just to do a little bit of very simple demoing, just while the time away until the next show. What are you all doing today? Let us know. We are live, of course. So please email in studio@hochanda.com. Will you be eating much today? How much did you eat yesterday? Are you full still? Are you going out? What about if you've got images of Christmas dinner from yesterday? Did you have your crackers around the table? Did you have family round? Did you go out for dinner? I'd love to know. I really would love to know. What are you doing for Boxing Day? Are you staying in? Are you going shopping? Because the sales are on, aren't they? We've got great savers here at Hochanda, so you don't need to go anywhere, of course. It's a good day for sport, apparently. So if you're not into your sport, ladies or gentlemen, then, of course, this is the best place to be. Isn't it? It really is. Oh, let's find another pink. Yeah, do your pets watch the TV with you? Mine aren't interested in the TV programmes. Do your pets watch TV? Do they watch you on Hochanda? Do you know when I'm on, they pay no attention whatsoever, my dogs. They're just not interested at all. Not at all. It's that, you know, because they know your voice, don't they? So you'd think if you weren't there in the room with them and they heard your voice, they'd be straight there at the TV thinking, well, what's she doing in there? How did she get inside there? But no, they're not bothered. They're not bothered at all. Oh, it was nice being home with the dogs yesterday and spending time with them. Oh, I do like that butterfly. What colour body shall I give it? On the packaging, it's got a black and white striped body. I like that. Shall we do it the same? Let's just say, because it looks really, really effective, actually. Let's see, I'm just taking inspiration from our Nikki. There we go. I really like that. I think the wings just want a little bit more colour, a little bit of depth. This one's maybe a little bit too dark, but let's go for it. Oh, I don't know. Let's blend that in with the paler one. This is a lovely set of stamps. You are getting 3 full sets in this one bundle, which makes it exceptional value, actually. There's so many elements with it. I've just used 2 stamps, one from one set, one from the other, one from another. Oh, that's a nice blend in the wing there. I like that a lot. Wish I'd done my middle flower a different colour now to give a bit more colour, but you've got so much to choose from. Let me just show you. So that's the one I've used. We've got more little butterflies like the bubbles in there, and then you've got these very quirky flowers as well. The butterfly, that's the one that I've just used. That's a nice flower. I like that. I like the stripes in these. I think they're really, really effective. And then you've got this set as well. All of these for a great price of £19.97. You're saving £4 here, 405765. I'm going to finish that later. I like that a lot. Now then, we're going to go to the website as well, because we've got everything over there for you, so you can see absolutely everything. Remember, I'm going to keep reminding you, because I don't want you to miss out on that code. If you pop in £30 or more into your basket, then of course you can get that extra £10 off. If you like the stamps that I've just been using there, because you are getting 3 sets, you've got almost £20 there. Go for some of the adhesives as well. Maybe go for the foam pads. If you can afford the big bundle, that is exceptional value, because you're getting all those masking sheets, you're getting foam pads, you're getting tape, you're getting all sorts. We'll have another look at that in a second. Of course, we did see Leonie using those other stamps that are available as well, the Collage stamp sets, which are beautiful. Do you know, there's some really nice stamps across the board here, got to say. I love them. Right, now then, back with this big bundle. So I am going to go through it again, because it really, if you break this down, there's an awful lot in this. And we've got a flexi buy option for you as well. So let's go through everything. So these sheets here, I think we've got 30 of these. I'll just get that checked. 30 sheets of the adhesive. I've got to tell you, these are double-sided adhesive. Now that's one of the backing sheets. Keep those as well, really useful. You'll find uses for those. There's 20 of these. If I just peel that bit there, you can see it's sticky on both sides. So you can die cut through this, use these in different ways, but really, really handy having those. Then moving across, we've got the masking sheets, which I think are fabulous to keep in your stash as well, because of course you can mask off areas if you're stamping. You're getting 30 of these. These are great as well, and they are reusable. I mean, they won't last forever, but they've certainly got more than one use, and you're getting an awful lot there because you're getting 30 sheets. Do you know, the more I look at this bundle, the more I realise what a good price it is. You're getting so much for your money. Then coming back down to the front, you've got your rolls of tape. This is the low-tack tape, great for your holding your dies together, together, holding them onto your platform so they don't move. You don't want your dies to cross over, because if the blades touch each other or cut into each other, it does ruin your dies. Don't watch me at all, because quite often I say, oh, I'm all right, I'll just not bother. Well, do bother. Make sure you've got the tape. You're getting 10 rolls of that. Then we've got our foam pads here as well. Now they're all the little squares, but we've got different depths here. So you've got 1mm, 2mm, and also 3mm there as well. And we've got, how many of each? Is it 4 of each of these? I think it is. Yes, it is. Just had that confirmed. 4 of each. So you've got 12 sheets of foam pads there as well, which is an awful lot. Then we have the mat as well. You've got your mat, the craft mat there. It's a foot square, or 30 centimetres by 30 centimetres, or 12 inches by 12 inches, whichever makes most sense to you. They're all the same. But they're great to work on, so if you're doing your blending, your inking, if you're making a bit of a mess, that's going to protect your surface as well, but it's a great surface to work from. So all in all, that is an amazing price for you because you're already saving that £30. Remember, you can get that extra £10 off, so it's bringing it down to £38.95. Item number 536724. Now, if you want just a masking sheet on its own, or if you want to, you know, get extra ones, maybe you've already got some, but it's useful having a few. Look at this. 15 reusable masking sheets here for £12.99. So, of course, with the big bundle, you're going to get those. You're going to get 30. There's only 15 if you go for them individually. I think you're starting to realise the value in the big bundle. But if you just want those, still a great price at £12.99, 973821. Now, moving down, the tape, the red liner tape, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant stuff because it's got that extra stickiness to it, hasn't it? So great for your construction, it's great for your matting and layering, also for doing your techniques as well, if you're wanting to glitter onto it or use your gilding flakes. Now, we have got 16 rolls in total and we've got different depths here. We're getting 6 in the 3mm. Let me just make sure I can show you which is the 3mm first because they're a little bit mixed up. There's your 3mm. Oh, look, I've got an inky thumb. You're getting 6 of the 3mm, 4 of the 6mm, which is that one. Then you are getting 4 of the 12mm, which is this one. And you're also getting 2 of the 25. Look at that. That is so handy to have in. That's going to hold things nice and strong for you, isn't it? Lovely to have all those sizes in one bundle, actually, because you've got something for every job that you need to do. 315054 is the item number. You're saving £10 on this one. £9.98 is the price. Then back to our decoupage. If you're decoupaging, if you're layering up, if you want that depth, then these are what you need. I really like these because it's not often that you see so many different size foam pads on one sheet. Now, these are circular, which are really handy in themselves, but you've got those really small ones. So when you're cutting out, do you know, it is a bugbear of mine. I've cut out decoupage sheets before and I really don't mind cutting things out. But then you get those little petals on flowers or a swirly bit on something and you think, well, how am I going to fit a foam pad on that to decoupage it properly? So then you start cutting into your foam pads and your scissors get all sticky. Well, you've got the really tiny ones here, which are ever so useful just to pop straight from these backing sheets. Then when you've taken all those out, cut into the waste, so to speak, because there really isn't any waste, or there shouldn't be any waste with these. You can make use of every single area of that. So the ready cut circles are great, but then the backing sheet itself is also very, very usable. Just £10.99 for these. You're getting 10 of them, 2mm in depth. 423271 is the item number. Now, coming up next, I do remember when Lou brought these to us for polka doodles. They are just gorgeous with some beautiful samples. Shame we haven't got them here today, actually, just to show you what you can do with these. But these are the Floral Fireworks. This is number 1. £10.99 is the price. You're saving £5 on the original price. So a great saving here for you. Really good saving. Build up those scenes. You know, use again the masking sheets if you've got them. If you're going for the big bundle as well, pop these into your basket at the same time. But just building up those scenes, creating your own flowers, overlaying things, colouring them how you want with whatever mediums you want. Great price at £10.99. 14 stamps in total. 562427. So that's fireworks number 1, Floral Fireworks number 1. But we do have Floral Fireworks number 2 as well. So again, you're getting 14 stamps in this one. Same principle of how you can build these up, but completely different designs. But they do work hand in hand beautifully. So there you are. Do you know, if you can afford to go for both of these, they just work so nicely together, don't they? £10.99 for this one as well. £5 saving once again. So if you're going for both of them, you're going to save £10 overall. 449049 is the item number for set number 2. But if you can, look, they really need to stay together. It's like, do you know, you don't want to separate those, do you? They should belong together. There we go. But you have got the options. Now, moving along, we have got the set with the 3 stamp sets in it. This is the stamp set that I was just doing a bit of doodling with at the beginning of the counter there. 23 stamps in total. You are getting all 3 sets. You're not just going to get one. You don't have to make a choice. You're going to get them all once again. these are going to build up beautifully. You can make your sort of your fairy fantasy scenes, your quirky images, really handy stamps for all occasions as well. Busy on these actually. We are approaching 20% of the stock gone. £19.97 is the price here. You're saving £4. If you're going for any of the other polka doodle sets, these are going to work beautifully as well. Really like these. 405765. Now moving on down, we did see Leonie working with the flower collage stamps, and we've got a couple coming up for you. So we'll start with this one here, £10.99. What a great price for this. Sizable stamps here, wonderful, wonderful to work with as well. The polymer stamps. You can overlay here. I mean, look at that background there. If you wanted to stamp and then stamp again and cut out the flower and overlay the flower, it would be beautiful. Working with your inks, your watercolours, your alcohol pens, all those different mediums. Your pearly wink spritzers would be great for these as well. £10.99 is the price. You're getting 6 stamps in total. Item number 872824. And then we have another one, different design, but along the same sort of theme. You've got another collage one here, wings and things. So you've got that really large stamp there, but you have got the little elements at the bottom as well. I'll turn that around so it makes a bit more sense and you can see exactly what you're getting. Isn't that lovely? Do take inspiration from the packaging. It is beautiful. I love that. Really nice. Whether you're just inking or whether you want to emboss, you can do that as well. Create a resist with your embossing ink as well. Use your mica powders and things in there. It doesn't have to be ink all the time. You can paint with all sorts of different mediums and use your powders to dust as well. Love that. £10.99 is the price. Item number 005699. You're getting 4 stamps in that set as well. Now some dies. Now I noticed Leonie was using these in the demonstration on the VT as well. These are lovely. 2 dies, you're getting both of them. What a great price. £10.98 for both of them. You don't have to choose. You're saving £7 here. A saving of over 30%. Remember, if you're popping various items into your basket and taking that basket up to £30 or more, you can see at the bottom of the screen there, Christmas 19. Remember the capitals to make it work, but it's a great saving. A nice additional Christmas present for you. 735966 is the item number for the 2 dies. I'll just quickly turn those around so you can see the actual size of the dies as well. I think they're probably true to the image on the front, actually, those. I think they are. They look very, I wouldn't, do you know, I like that when you see the actual size on the front of the packaging. Makes it easier. Now moving down, we've got more dies from Polka Doodles and another great bundle with another great price. You've got the delicate daisy border and the daisy cluster. Now the daisy cluster, this one here, you've got the leaves in there, you've got the different layers. You could put a little brad through the centre of those, but you could also use them individually as well. So they do work perfectly. If you want various different size flowers, you're going to be able to create those with these. And then the border itself, you could overlay actually from the cluster onto the border or snip into that. Let me just turn these around as well. I do think, again, yes, it looks like the sizes are pretty accurate, but it's nice to see the actual die, isn't it? Saving £10, just £10.98 for both of these together, 695094. Then from Polka Doodles, we've got more for you. We've got a pick and mix coming up. We've got some stencils. These are nice, and again, some nice inspiration on the front of the packaging. Now, it's a pick and mix. There are 3 to choose from, so one of them you have to leave out. How are you going to choose? Well, maybe you can't and you want them all. So if you want them all, go for 2 sets. One you will double up on. Just gift it to someone. I'm sure you've got a crafty friend. £11.98 is the price for the 2 pick and mix. Choose any 2. 718066 is the item number. And you've got, let's see, we've got the feather one here, which is lovely. Feathers and wings you've got there. Isn't that pretty? How that's been done on the front of the packaging. Then in the centre, this is amazing inspiration, creative angel. So there's different ways you could build her up. It doesn't have to be an angel, leave the wings off. Could be whatever you want it to be. Put the crown on there, that would be amazing. Then you've got your tweet, what's this one called? Tweet branches. Oh, I can see it now. Tweet branches, isn't that pretty? I like that a lot. Really, really nice. Item number 718066. Choose any 2. There you go, for just £11.98. Now, I believe Paula's here to show us a little bit of inspiration next.
Now, I'm going to use the black foam tape, foam sheets. Flag foam black foam sheets. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So therefore, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, this is one of the dies I've got. Now it may not work, so we will see live on air, living dangerously. Now what I'm doing is taking the 3 mil. This is what I'm thinking. I just want to test that it will work over a 3 millimeter thickness using a wafer thin die. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to put it through my die cutting machine, and again I'm taking the low-tack tape to secure the die, just because I don't want to waste anything in here. Now then run it through your die cutting machine. I'm going to run it once, and then if it doesn't work, then I'll run it again a second time. But no, it has cut beautifully. Look at that. Look at that. Now, this, if you wanted to do shaker cards, I'm going to do it like this. If you wanted to do shaker cards and you have got black cards, or you wanted something to create your own foam pasta, you don't have to go around it. This is an essential, absolute essential. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of card. Let me grab it. Here I have got some black card ready to use. And then I'm gonna take it. I think that's the right way, and then gonna run it through. So what I'm creating is the base for my shaker card. So I'm gonna run it through my die cutting machine, and gonna run it, and there you have it. So now this one is slightly larger because that's going to go onto it, and then I'm going to take the same die and I'm going to take a little bit of acetate. Now these may not cut because acetate is notoriously difficult to die cut. So in order for that, I'm just going to test it. I'm going to die cut it with a piece of card, just so sometimes it helps it to find the brittleness of the paper. Sometimes helps to die cut better. Sometimes it has worked. It has worked. Sometimes I do surprise myself when the things turn out the way they should be. Anyway, so you have got here, you can see the acetate piece and the black piece. So what I'm going to do is, I've got that. Oh, I know what I didn't do. This is what I should have done. Sorry, apologies for that. I'm just going to die cut the frame again in here. So I'm going to explain exactly what I have done. Now I have used one of the frames to cut out a foam. I have cut a larger size out of acetate and also out of black card. And then I'm going to, all of it is going to go into it. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Now put your foam into your base, okay? And then I'm gonna grab my, I think I have got here some sequins as well. So I'm just gonna put, before you remove the liner, you just put a little bit of maybe whatever you want to put. So I have got some sequins. You could put a stamp a secret message or something like that. Then I'm going to sprinkle some little beads in here as well. Of course, red, black and white is something that of my favorites. And then remove the liner in here. So just make sure that you cannot find the liner. And there it is. Tweezers do help. And then just put the acetate in here. Well, that's the, that's a little bit, should be fine. Press down and make sure. And there you have got the structure of the wafer thin card. Now, what I'm going to do then is I have got, where is put the little, did I put it there? I don't know where I put it. Oh, well. Oh, here it is. That one. So what happens is, like, you know how notoriously difficult it is to attach double-sided anything to your acetate? Well, here it comes, the double-sided adhesive sheets. Now what you are going to do is you are going to take a piece of it, because you don't want to waste a little bit too much, and then you are going to take a piece of black card in here, and now this is going to create double-sided card, well, not double-sided, no, card that is sticky on one side. So it's going to put it like this. Remember, this is double-sided adhesive sheets. You are getting 20 in this pack, and they are A4, so they go a long way. And again, I'm going to be using the low tack tape. I'm making a mess here, am I not? Oh, but a crafty mess is the best. Now I'm going to secure it in with my low tack tape. Remember, it's the purple one. And one of the things I would say with the purple one, if you're going to die cut, is to de-tack it first or attach it on the side that is not meant to cut like this. So see, it's absolutely fine, but just be gently with it when you pull it up. Now, what I have done is, what I wanted is this bit in here that has got, now it is double-sided. So it's a sticky, and not double-sided, it's a sticky. And that will match perfectly, and I don't have any difficulty attaching. But look at that. There it is, shaky card. And of course you could do the same thing if you wanted. If you wanted to, which one is the next size? Now that would work as there. Now, however, you have got the waist as well. It's not waist, it's a perfect circle with foam pads as well in there. So this is a way of using the high tack adhesive sheets as well as the foam pads as well. It's just for not foam pads, for A4 black sheets.
Ah, thank you, Paula. Do you know, it's really nice because as Paula's been demonstrating that, I've been colouring in. It's been a lovely hour for me. It really has. Now then, we're back here with this big bundle. I want to really sort of get across the value of this for you. $48.95 is saving you £30. But because you'd be spending over £30 if you go for this, if you put in Christmas 19, then you're going to get another £10 off. So the total price is going to be brought down for you. Just to, wow, look at this, £38.95 would be the price for the whole lot. So the total saving would be £40. Just got to go through everything again because you are getting the double-sided adhesive sheets, and this is high tack. It really is high tack, and it is easy to peel up. Just ignore the edge and go in. You've kind of got that finger lift area there, so you peel from the side. Then let me get this side where I've been. There you go, you can see it. Very easy to peel. So die cut with that, great. Now, how many sheets of this we're getting? Is it 20 of those? 20 of those, which in itself is a great buy. Then you're getting 30 of the masking sheets, 30. So that is really, really good value. You're getting 10 of the tape, the low tack tape as well, holding your dies in place. You're getting 12 of the foam pads, and you're getting the craft mat as well, bringing it down, if you put that code in, to less than £40. Do you know, this hour's almost over, but I've got somewhere else to go next, so do stay with us. Keep buying, keep checking those baskets out. I'll see you very, very soon. Yes, coming up next, the girls are here. It's Quilters Trading Post, and then we've got Pink Frog Crafts, Big Save Bonanza. Karen's in the building, and then we've got Anna Griffin, Big Save. Karen's waving at me. Hi, Karen.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Vicky. We are the Stamping Sisters
From Stamp Addicts. We'd started our family-run business in 1992 when we were importing rubber stamps from the USA.
But now we design and manufacture them all here in-house in our shop in Bedfordshire.
We make grey rubber stamps, and we make them as deeply etched as we possibly can so that you can use them in many different ways.
On our shows on Hochanda, we like to give you lots of different techniques to use with the stamps, different ways that they can be used and ideas.
We hope that we can inspire you to get out your stamps and have a play. Look at all the different designs we've got. We've got Christmas, we've got scenic, we've got cute and furry. There's something for everyone.